she was born to a wealthy slaveholding family in southern Maryland in 1817. When she was a young girl, one of her family's slaves murdered her father. From that point on, Greenhow strongly opposed the movement to abolish slavery and grant equal rights to black Americans. Greenhow went on to marry a wealthy Southern gentleman and moved to Washington, D.C. During this time, Greenhow developed a wide circle of friends that included many important political figures. Meanwhile, the northern and southern regions of the country had been arguing about many issues, including slavery, for many years. By 1861, several southern states wanted to leave the United States and form a new country that allowed slavery, called the Confederate States of America. Greenhow supported the Confederate States' decision to secede, as she considered herself a Southerner. However, Northern political leaders were determined to keep the Southern states in the Union, and before long, the two sides went to war. Greenhow agreed to serve as a spy of the Confederacy and as the center of the Confederate spy ring in Washington. On July 16, 1861, Abraham Lincoln thought he had a bulletproof plan. While General Robert Patterson and his troops were meeting for a battle at Harper's Ferry, Virginia, General Joseph E. Johnston's troops attacked Manassas Junction, Virginia. The idea was to keep Johnston busy while McDowell pushed Beauregard out of Manassas. Greenhow was able to obtain a copy of McDowell's orders and tell the Confederate of the Union's plans. The First Battle of Bull Run, which took place in Manassas, began on July 21, 1861. Johnston fooled Patterson into thinking that his Confederate forces were preparing an offensive attack, then snuck his men away to help Beauregard. The Union forces panicked and made a quick retreat. The Confederates had won the first major battle of the Civil War. Jefferson Davis personally thanked Greenhow for her part in the victory. His exact words were, "But for you there would have been no Battle of Bull Run." However, Greenhow was imprisoned for her efforts, first in her own home, then in the old Capitol prison. Despite her confinement, Greenhow was still able to get secret messages to the Confederacy. After her second prison term, she was exiled to the Confederate States, where Jefferson Davis gladly received her. On June 19, 1863, Greenhow wrote to Alexander Butler about her next mission in Bermuda. She writes, "I shall leave here on Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday certainly, as the upon which I will go will sail the latter part of the week on Friday, from Wilmington to Bermuda." This is the letter she sent to him. In conclusion, Greenhow is basically the reason the Confederates won the First Battle of Bull Run. It was the first major battle of the Civil War, and it was a big deal for the Confederates to win.